I'm just going to be taking through a few corners. Fifth, 140 here, fourth, third. Hello everyone, we are here at KARI Motor Speedway in Coimbatore for a rather unusual test, and we are in a Toyota Innova Crysta, which is our development mule for our suspension and a lot of other things. We decided to show you guys what it is to drive an MUV, a car this big, with enthusiastic suspension around a racetrack. It has street tires on, and it has the whole standard braking system. It's just a slightly tweaked map and hardware. With the suspension on this car, we've tried to focus on drive comfort and a lot on the handling aspect. So this car is the tune on this car is very, very specific to cut a lot of body roll. It's the way I prefer driving a street car. Since it's my own personal car, having a lot of enthusiasm while driving through corners, a lot of fun. So I'll just take you guys through a fun lap around KMS. I mean, don't really judge by the speeds, because we're not going to be really going for a lap or anything as such. I'm just going to be taking through a few corners. So yeah, so here it is. We're down on the main straight. Cars climbing speeds. We're about 120, 125, 130 into fifth, 140. Brake at into third gear. Quick change of direction into C1, C2, and you can see the car's composure is very, very impressive. Into C3, tap, turn, and lot of wheel spin, slide. Through the kink. Very, very stable and committed. Into the Mickey Mouse complex. We're here, fourth, third. Second gear is a little too torquey for the circuit. Even with third gear, it still spins around. Okay, we're into the new complex of the KARI Motor Speedway. This is what we call the big sweep. 105. So yeah, that was almost a lap around the track. Well, it's super, super impressive. You guys can see the body roll on a car like the Innova is very, very minimized, and I'm not getting a whole lot thrown around the corners. I'm still able to sit in the seat. The seats are standard. So yeah, it goes to show, and I'll just show you guys how much the car dips under braking. It's just this under very, very hard braking. We have one passenger on board, and it's still super composed.
Very nice, but quite a bit faster, man. It all turns very well. Correct damping.
So this is exactly what the car correlates to on the streets and on the highways as well. The exact same enthusiasm the car has, to be driven around a racetrack with the chassis composure that the car now has, and with the entire improvement in dynamics, with our suspension, is what makes the Innova a lot of fun to drive. Now, we always think that MUVs are cars that are just meant to transport people from point A to point B, but we don't really realize that we end up spending quite a lot of time behind the wheel to work, taking our families around trips, and doing everyday duties. There is that little bit of enthusiasm that these cars need, and these cars really have the potential to be out there and can offer a lot more driving spirit. So these cars, especially the Toyota Innova, it's the most favorite MUV in the country. It has great underpinnings. It has a very, very strong engine. It has rock solid powertrain. and it's brilliant in terms of its engineering. The only problem is its soft dynamics, very very soft, because it's mostly tuned for typical Indian conditions, with inducing a lot of roll and a lot of making it super soft, hoping that it is what is best for Indian roads. But for an enthusiast, definitely it is a no to keep the spirit alive. I think these cars are brilliant, and with the suspension that we developed for the Innova, we've had a lot of people giving us great feedback with the way we managed to turn the boring MUV into something super impressive. And that's in most people's homes, these cars have become the first car of choice to drive. So yeah, even for me personally, ever since we've been doing the development on this car, and I've seized every opportunity to take the car out, and because it's simply brilliant. I've clocked nearly 40,000 kilometers in 1.5 years, and I think that says it all.